Om Shri Dum Durga Mata Ki Jai. Sitaram to one and all, and welcome to tonight's reading of the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam. We will continue our reading every Thursday. So we have started about 2 Thursdays now. We have started the reading of the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam. We are still doing the Mahatmyam. So tonight I would like to welcome you all, body live and who are here present in the ashram, at the Balram Gauriya ashram in Bukalo, Charleville. I thank you all for being here. So today, before we start, I'll ask you all to sit upright, clasp your hands, close your eyes. As we do, short invocation. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. Om Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddher Bhavatu Me Sada. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Guru Sasakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Om Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Saravasantam Hirde Arvande Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namami. Om Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvat Sadhike Sharanye Trambake Gauri Narayani Namastute. Om Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitindriyam Buddhim Vatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Varanayuktam Mukyam Shri Ram Dutam Sharanam Prapadde. Om Lakshmi Karotu Kalyanam Arogya Sukha Sampada Mama Shatru Vinashaya Deepa Jyotir Namastute. Om Shri Ganeshaya Namah. Om Shri Durga Devyai Namah. Shrishto Ya Sargarupa Jagaravana Vido Palaniya Charaudri Samhare Chapi Asyaga Jagat Dhidhamakilam Kirdhanam Yaparakya Pashyanti Madhyamateo Tadhanu Bhagavati Chaik Vaikari Varna Rupa Sasmadvacham prasanna Vidhi Harijiri Girisharadhitalakare Tu Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasvatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudhiriyet Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrirupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Chaya Rupena Sanstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Tushti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Kanti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namah Om Who praises the Devis in the different form. Now, the 25th Adhyaya today. So this is the last of the praises of doing worship, doing the reading of the Devi Bhagavatam. And the Rishi is speaking here, and this is the Sutta. O Sutta, the supreme glory of Devi Bhagavata was heard by us. Now we want to hear the rules regarding the hearing of this Purana. So they listen to all the praises and now they want to know the rules for listening to these Puranas. Sutta said, O sages, let all of you hear the rules regarding the hearing of this Devi Bhagavata. By this, for the people who hear it, there will be attainment of all desires. First of all, the wise person should call an astrologer and fix the proper muhurta. From the month of Jyeshta, 6 months will bring forth auspiciousness. So this is why when I started Jyeshta, 6 months from. A muhurta is an auspicious time.
6 months from that is when.
Well, often I can't remember the months, right?
Yeah.
So it could start during this time, the muhurta, proper muhurta. So you are getting nakshatra, the day and the auspiciousness, auspicious time. This is why most things we do, supposed to check for these things, right? In the auspicious stars of Hasta, Ashwini, Mula, Pushya, Anuradha, Mrigashira and Shravana is a good tithi, so a good day. And on auspicious day, hearing of this Purana, if commenced, will bring auspiciousness. Right, so they tell you the stars or the nakshatras, the constellation in which it is to be started. Now they're giving you, if the star is 4, 4, 1, 5, 6, 4, 3, from the star in which Jupiter is poised. The result will be attainment of dharma, wealth, completion of story, extreme happiness, misery, fear from kings, and attainment of knowledge. In order, at the time of hearing the Purana, one should examine the chakra told by Shiva. The chakra is, well, it have a different chakra. The wrong system they use. It have one like the Kashika,
Oh, yes.
you have it in the front. They show you the different,
Yeah.
right. So if it is 4 from Jupiter, the results will be good. 1, 5, 6, 3. Right? Where Jupiter is poised, it is always good. Or for the pleasure of Devi, one should hear it in the 4th Navaratris. In the 4 Navaratris, each in other months. Even in other months, one can hear it on a day conjoined with auspicious Titi, Vara, and Star. It's a period of 9 days. Well, we all know in Navaratri, right? 9 days. So we started it on the Navaratri period. Actually, right? During the white half of the month. Wise men should make arrangement and acquire things as for a marriage. In this Navaha Yagnya too, with effort. So everything you're doing is because this Yag, you're decorating the place like if you're doing a wedding, you're having a wedding, it's supposed to be beautiful. Right? I think in one of the ayah, I think they had a description that you have to build your own tent, build your own shed, make your own asan. It's in Hassan when you're going to do this. Everything's supposed to be done to coincide and finish to start on that particular day that you're going to start. Right? So long ago when you have Yag, everybody in the villages will come and assist and help. Today when you have a Yag, well, we went in tent running now and everything setting up. Right? It's not like long time. You have to pay to get everything done or even decoration.
Because I assume it's because it's such a special event that happened. So I know deities and certain beings might be around.
So you're doing it on the days that is most auspicious to invite the deities to come present here. Wise men should make a right. Many patrons and helpers should be arranged, who are free from pride, greed, etc., who are efficient, generous, and with extreme devotion towards the Devi. You know, you have a function, there are some people when they go, when they're done, if I didn't go, nothing could have happened there. You don't want the people here around you. Boastful people. People full of themselves, you don't want them around. You want people with all these kind of qualities and characteristics.
Age is different, right?
This news should be sent to all places and people with a request. Here you should definitely come. The narration of story of Devi is to take place. So you have to send out invitation. You know, we just have a saying, Tava Yago prayers, we go.
Yeah.
We have an invitation. I know the Purana, what Devi Bhagavata say, no? Send invitation to the people. Tell them what is happening and let them ask them to come, to be present, to hear these tales of the Devi. Well, by the way, my friend here invite me, I'll still pass. No. Even Lord Shiva told Sati, your father didn't invite you. Yes, he's your father, but don't go. Don't go. Stay home. You see, we just have this thing. But you people telling you, there's a prayers, don't worry. If they come, you know. But that is not it. Invitations must be sent. Sauras, Ganapatyas, Shaivas, Shaktas and Vaishnavas should all hear this Devi Bhagavat, because all Devas are endowed with Shakti. So Saura is worshippers of the sun, Shaivas is worshippers of Shiva, the worshippers of Ganapati, Ganapatiya, Vaishnavas is worshipper of Lord Shiva, and Shakta is the worship of Shakti, the goddess. There are different forms of worship, different followings we just have. But all, because without Shiva, you have Shakti. If you don't have Shakti, you have no Shiva. The same with Vishnu. You have no Lakshmi, you have nothing. But you need the Shakti for that power to be positive in life. So you see what I'm telling you? Those desirous of nectar of Devi Bhagavata should come here, in particular for the sake of hearing the story with devotion and love. You just don't attend this function because you're going. You go because you would have a desire to hear it. You want to hear what is said about Devi. So some of you just go forward. The bhojan and the bhajan, prasad when he done. Most time that does happen. You're not interested in what is being said. Brahmins and other varnas, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra, women, people belonging to all ashrams, brahmacharins, grihastha, vranapast, sannyasins, with desire or without desires, should drink the nectar of this story. Everybody should attend these functions when they happen. Whether I have a desire or not, whether it's sannyasi stage and you give up everything in this world, listen. You have nothing to lose. Sometimes they may not have enough time for hearing during all the 9 days. They should come according to the time available. Remaining in this sacrifice, even for a moment, is capable of giving merit. Some of you want to go, you know. But boy, I had this to do, I had that to do. We're not making time for what is important. But we go in to what is not. Even our fete, we have to make time. We go in and out, sure. Right? Somebody buy a ticket from me, so I have to go. I don't pay for that. So the year go wait, they go have our next one, we go next time.
Next time.
And the next time.
Then you never know what can happen, right?
And this is reality.
So,
Yeah. If we don't make time for these things, we wouldn't make time for nothing.
I don't think a lot of people have desire to hear.
No, they don't want to hear God's name. Right? Thus, invitation of people should be done with great modesty. Place for staying of people who come should be arranged properly. So this is why long time when you have yak, they say have place when you done the sadhu and who are going home, they go stay. They go make a place for them after the yak commence in the night. When they close up in the night, they go prepare a place for them to sleep. In the morning, they give them. They use all the facilities, take the bath, and they prepare again for the next reading. Today, as you have a yaga in the temple, and let's say Arti done and Bhajana Moja, nobody are there. You have to look for people to help clean the place too. Right? So you have to make arrangement for people who come to stay. The place for storytelling should be cleaned and made ready. In a widespread area, it should be smeared with cow dung and made beautiful. A beautiful mandapa shed should be made, shining with plantain trees or as pillars. Above this, a canopy roof should be provided, shining with decoration and flags. You see, this is why there's only a fig tree and when you have yag. You have to decorate it, they tell you, well, we just hang up the mango leaf and the neem leaf for the fruits standing all over. This is all that is recommended. A divine seat should be made with comfortable covering with effort. It should be facing the east or the north. So everything have a specific time and a place for it. But then again, is the situation in your ashram now, because if you're building a place, you would make it in such a way that you would have it to face this direction. Right? Seat should be made for the hearers according to propriety, for men and women for the sake of hearing the story. Should have a comfortable place for people to sit and to listen. The storyteller should be an excellent speaker and should have senses in control. He should be knower of Shastras, ever devoted in the worship of Devi, merciful, desireless, efficient and courageous. Such a speaker is considered to be the best. The hearer should be a devotee of Brahmin deities and deeply interested in the essence of the story. He should be generous, free from greed, obedient and devoid of bad qualities like violence, etc. You want somebody with a calm, collective mind to sit, to listen. You must have somebody capable of listening now. You might invite everybody, but you must have a main shruta. An atheist who condemns Vedas, a greedy person who seeks the company of women, always a person who poses as virtuous but ever perform acts of adharma, a cruel, hard-hearted person, one who becomes angry frequently. Such person are not told as suitable for the Devi Yajna. You see, you can have people who doubted. Like one night I was listening to Swami Prakashan and he made the point. You don't talk to people who are not interested in God. When you talk to people that are interested in God, they will be interested and they will talk back about God. But if they're not interested, they will talk what they want. So you don't bring a man who don't believe and he only going to doubt you. And have doubts in his mind about what you're doing.
And then he could take that information and
Twist it, right. Right, so he made it thing that one night, and he was doing the Gita Dhyanam, and he had Dogda. He said, but the Chela didn't say Dogda, he said, he had Dogaraha. So the Guru to know, he said, well, I had two donkeys here, me and you, because I was a fool for talking to you, and you to listen to me. Because he twists what he hears. So you know what these kind of people are wrong here.
Yeah.
When you're doing, you want people who are absorbed in what is being said. Because what he was talking was faith. And if you don't have faith, nothing can happen in this world. They say faith is supposed to be blind. Why you say that? He say, all right, I pick all up and I bring in all here, right?
Yeah.
And all have faith in me bringing all safe here?
Yeah.
Well, then if I get my license, pick it up by the road, but all have faith I will take all safe. So we just have faith in all kind of things, but we don't have faith in God. We just doubt scriptures. We just twist things to suit ourselves. So, this is why they tell you, don't have these kind of people around. Because they're going to twist your mind too. From a peaceful mind, they're going to make you agitated.
Yeah, but you start out to come to a young girl.
No, you can't. But they say if you know somebody is IT, I say, no, it's an invitation for you. Leave here. One learned man, free from said defects, full of noble qualities, should be kept for the sake of removing doubts. He should give knowledge to the hearers wherever clarification is required. He should not be engaged in other activities but totally devoted to the story. He must assist the Bhagavata reader. And they say a learned person, in brackets, a pandit. Because in Sanskrit, pandit literally means a wise man. And I just keep saying this, a purohit is one who performs rituals for you. Or a pujari, that way we call it, right? But we take this thing that we is pandit. And half of the thing we don't know. Why is the people we know pandit? Why is a purohit? There's a difference. A pandit is one man that is so wise that he knows all the scriptures. He would have studied most of the scriptures, so he's knowledgeable in these things. This is what you want to assist the person who reading. You understand? You have a wise man to assist you in these things. Look at the qualifications for the person who is going to read. To prepare before you prepare to do this, you have to have.
Serious business.
Yeah. The narrator and the hearers must shave themselves, cut off hair, beard, etc. So shave your head. When you have a yag, any yag you have it. So shave clean. Remove all the hair from your head, leave only the churki. How much? And the yag we have, and how much of them let's do that? They can remove that by daddy, ego, daddy beauty. I know one pandit does do it. Yeah, the next one is South. Can't remember the name. I know I hear when he read it, he does tell you flat. Before he start a yag, he does do eating and shave his head and prepare his body for to read. Right? Before the day on which the time of commencement of the story, thereafter they should observe all rules, like eating pure food, not telling lies, celibacy, etc. Stay by yourself. You're supposed to even cook your own food. If somebody preparing food, you have to prepare sattvic food. Food that when you're cooking, you don't be quarreling and getting on. You're taking God name while you're cooking food. That is sattvic food. People say vegetarian food. Yeah, I cook vegetarian food, but cousin and I carrying on. That food sattvic? What are you going to get when you eat that food? So not only being vegetarian, you have to cook the food in the frame of mind that if you're going to offer that for God to. At the time of the rising of Aruna, one should take bath after purifying himself. He should do the duties of Sandhya, Tarpana, offering to the Devas, sages and Pitris in brief. Early dawn before sunrise, right? So when the sun rises, you're going to prepare and you do all of this before you start the reading. You see, not just so you get upon us wrong. For the sake of getting the necessary competency for hearing the story, they should give cows as gifts to holy Brahmin. First of all, they should worship Lord Mahaganapati, who removes all obstacles. They do a Ganapati Havan. Uma is to be performed. There should be, thereafter he should place the pots and worship the lords of the directions. Indra, Agni, Yam, Nri, Riti, Varuna, Vayu, Soma, Ishana, etc. Bhaktuka, Bhairava, Kshetra, Pala, Yogins, and 16 Matrikas. You see how you worship Bhairav? Who is Bhairav? Is there people condemning him? Kal Bhairo Baba. Yara worship Batuk Bhai. Kaise Batuka? Ay Kal Bhairo. O Bhairava Baba. Should be worshipped too. No? So somebody was saying, hanap na lahat. So this is something we have to educate ourselves to. Right? Thereafter he should worship Tulsi. And then the 9 grahas, planet Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, Vishnu and Shiva. Then he should worship the goddesses, the mother of the universe by the 9-lettered mantra, Navakshara mantra. After worshipping the Devi Bhagavata book with all upacharas, service such as offering Padya, Argya, Achmana, Madhu, Parka, Snan, Vasra, Alankar, Kumkuma, ornaments, flowers, Dhupa, Deep, Naivedyam, Karpura, Mantra, Pushpa, Pradakshina, Namaskara, etc. book. Devi Bhagavata is a form of Devi consisting of words. It should have been written in beautiful letters. So because of this, it says, you see how you have to worship the Devi Bhagavad. You have to worship the book before you start to worship it. Read it.
That was 16 steps.
Well, they give us 16 steps, but we just do all right. We are the Madhu Parka, you have to mix the dahi and the thing in the bowl and thing and offer all of that by you have to offer sindoor, saffron, everything. Because I can do a full puja. You have to offer vasra, chlorine. You have to offer bath. Right? Achman. Argya, you have to give gifts, all kind of thing, right? For removing obstacles in the reading of the story, one should engage 5 Brahmins. They should be made to do Navakshara Japa and then be made to read the great stotra known as Sapta Sati. One should do circumambulation and namaskaras. In the end, he should repeat this praise, O Katyayani, O Mahamaya, O Bhavani, O Goddess of the universe. O merciful one, lift me up, who is immersed in the ocean of samskar, O Devi, who is fit to be worshipped by Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Show mercy and be pleased with me, O Mother of the universe. O Goddess, give me the boons desired by my mind. Many obeisance be to you. After praying thus, he should hear the story with mind fully concentrated. Focus, your mind must be focused on what you're doing. He should worship the narrator, thinking him to be sage Vyasa himself. With a fully controlled mind, he should adorn him with garments, vasra, uttariya, etc., and then pray to him. So you see, like when Yagani Pandit come, the first thing they do is them to the arti, put little tikka, perfume, so all of these things. So you offer clothes to them, clothing for them, just so you could get a little scarf, shawl, all these things. Obeisance to you endowed with the form of Vyasa, one who knows all scriptures, itihasas, Ramayana, Mahabharata and other histories. Remove the collection of tamas, darkness, tamoguna, which remains in me by the rise of the moon in the form of the story. After that, the niyamas, restrictions should be followed till the end of the Navaha, 9-day period. First, he should make the Brahmins sit in proper seats, and after worshipping them, he should himself sit. He should hear the Devi Bhagavata with care for the sake of attaining the 4 objects, dharma, artha, kam and moksha. Beginning after sunrise, he should read the Bhagavata until sunset, with the sun still remaining a little. He should take rest during the noon for a muhurta, 48 minutes. Muhurta is 48 minutes. So lunch, noon time you take a rest of 48 minutes and then you start back to read. In that way, we will complete the Devi Bhagavatam in 9 days. Even Bhagavad Mahapuran tells you that is how Gokaran had prepared and read Bhagavad Mahapuran to finish in 7 days. So they divide it into 9 days for the Devi Bhagavatam to complete if you're doing the yaga. But we're doing weekly reading, so we're not really doing the yaga. Right? But it's a form of the yaga we're doing but differently. So even Bhagavad Mahapuran was supposed to be read from sunrise till sunset. So you will complete it in 7 days. That's why they tell you, if you can't make at the beginning of the reading, you fall in when you have time. You make your time to go in at a certain hour and remain there. Because to get the full essence of these readings, you need it, even the Devi Bhagavatam. It must be read like that, but then when you read 2 hours in the morning, 2 lunchtime, and 2 in the night, you're not going to complete it and you're not going to get the full benefit that is to be derived from it. Right? So there's a lot of simple little rules for hearing these things in the specified time. For control over passing stools and urination, light diet is desirable. The hearer should eat havis, cooked rice preferably, and that too only once. So 1 meal is supposed to take for the day. So you can take it in the morning, you can take it lunchtime when you're rest, so you can take it in the night when you're close. 1 meal for the day. That is a controlling movements of your bowels during this 9 days. Or he can eat fruits. He can live on milk or ghee. The wise should do in such a way that there are no obstacles in hearing the story. O Brahmin, I shall tell you the rules and restrictions for those who want to remain totally fixed in hearing the story. Those who see difference between Brahma, Vishnu and Shiva. Those who are devoid of devotion towards Devi, who denounce Vedas, who are ever engaged in violence and wicked, those who hate Brahmins and who are atheists. All these are not fit to hear the story of Bhagavata. Those who are greedy and stealing the wealth of Brahmins, those desiring wives and wealth of others, and who misappropriate the wealth of deities, have no competency to hear the story. On hearing the story, should be a strict celibate. He should sleep on the ground, he should speak only the truth, he should have full control over senses. At the end of the story, he should eat food in a plate made of leaves. He should have full self-control. So during this time, when you're here doing these things, you're supposed to be at full control of your mind and the senses. Right? Because that's somebody, if you miss a meal, you feel like you figure that. So, once you see food, we eat. So we have to control that. Right? He should not eat meat, masoor dal, that which is seen by a woman in menses, garlic, radish, mooli, asafoetida, onion, and carrots. A person who has taken up the vrata of hearing Devi Bhagavata should not eat pumpkin or malika herb. Nalika. He should leave lust, anger, pride, greed, show, and self-esteem. Now I'm not sure why is the nalika herb. I'm going to check it out and see what it is, right? He who is engaged in the vrata of hearing the story of Devi Bhagavata should not speak to those who hate or do evil to Brahmins, fallen people, people whom have not done rights, Vratyas, Chandalas, Muslims, Shudra, women in menses, and people outside the Vedas, those who do not recognize Vedas, a man who has lost his caste because of non-performance of sanskaras. So they tell you, when you're doing this, you're here and there, you stay away from these. Well, all I know is Chandala, right? We don't really have them much in Trinidad. In India, have them. They just live in the cemetery. They just help bury body and burn nothing. They just be with the dead at all times, so they just consider them impure. One of the description of a Chandala is the one that has eat dog meat, kill dog and eat. No, not Ghori, Chandala. There's a difference. Right. So they tell you, the Chandals, Muslims, Shudras, women and menses. So we give a description of who to talk to and who not to talk to. He should not hear sentences of Vedas, cows, preceptors, Brahmins, women, kings, great men, gods and devotees of God. A person who has taken up the vrata of hearing the story should observe modesty, righteousness, purity, compassion, limited speech and generosity of mind. A person afflicted by leukodema, leprosy, tuberculosis, one suffering from dire diseases, an unfortunate person, one who ever commits sins, and a person having no issues should hear the story. So sick people should hear the story. People who have no children. Right? This is a help. A barren woman, a woman who has only one child, and a woman abandoned by her husband should be made to hear the story. He who desires dharma, arth, kam, moksha, without much exertion, should hear the Bhagavata of the goddess with effort. The days on which the story is told are sacred like the 9 days of sacrifices. On these days, whatever gift is given, whatever havan is done, or whatever mantra japa is done, will yield infinite results. After doing this vrat for 9 days, one should perform the finishing rites. Those who want to get the result must do it like the Mahatmyam vrata. Those who have no desires are purified by mere hearing and they get liberation. Because the great goddess is the bestower of all enjoyment and liberation. Worship should be done to the book and the narrator daily. One should give the offerings of the narrator with devotion. He who worships the kumaris, that is the 9 little girls, Suvarshinis and Brahmins daily, feed them and pray to them, attain success, there is no doubt about it. So when they say Kumaris, it's girl under the age of 10. Suvasini, married women whose husbands are alive. So they bring widow. Right? For mitigating all faults and flaws, one should recite the 1,000 names of Gayatri or the 1,000 names of Mahavishnu, the Sahasra Nam Stotra. By mere remembering or uttering the names of Mahavishnu, whatever is left undone in penances, sacrifice and rites, etc. gets completed. So one should recite the name of Vishnu and sing his glories. At the end, one should perform a homa, offering oblations in the fire with the mantras of Sapta Sati, or the mantra consisting of 9 letters Navarana, which is the source of Devi Mahatmyam. Or he can perform the homa with payasa, with ghee, reciting Gayatri mantra, for it is said that this Bhagavata is of the form of Gayatri. Payasa is boiled rice with milk and sugar. You see, we just use raw rice. Right? Remember, while I was reading Garupa, and I think I explained the pinda supposed to be made with cooked rice, not what we just make grind rice. You boil it soft and then you put all the ingredients and you make the bowl with it. So they're telling you this is for how one is supposed to have cooked rice. That's why we just use sweet rice, kheer, for how one. Right? You boil it with milk and you put sugar. So we just get sweet rice. Yeah, but that's it. So they're telling you for this, for the yaganam, you're supposed to use payasa. Rice boiled with milk and sugar. Yes, we try kheer. Make the reader happy with garments, ornaments, money, etc. If the reader is happy, all his deities are pleased. One should feed the Brahmins with devotions and make them happy with dakshina. They are of the form of devas on the earth. When they are happy, the desired result is got. One should feed the Suvasinis and Kumaris with great devotion to the goddess. Having given dakshina fee to them also, one should pray for success. So, during the Navratri period, the people do Kanyakumari Puja. So there's having 9 little girls and 1 boy. And there is, when you do it and they put them to eat, you're supposed to feed these children yourself. You're not supposed to eat. You take your hand to put it, you're supposed to start to feed them first. But again, as if people are not willing for you to feed the children. Right? But you're supposed to feed them. When you're done, you give them a little gift. Right? And make them happy. Because you worship them in the form of devi. So you're supposed to treat them like devi when you're done. One should give other gifts, gold, milk, yielding cows, horses, elephants, and earth. He will get results that will never decrease or decay. Maybe you have these things available and you could give, you give. What you have, you give, right? Because long ago, people had plenty of one thing. They had access to animals, so they could freely give to the Brahmins and whoever they want to give to, right? We don't have access, we don't have one thing now. This Devi Bhagavata book, written in beautiful letters, should be placed on a golden throne and covered with silk cloth. One should give it to a venerable reader after due worship or on Ashtami or Navami day. The world gets rare enjoyment in this and gets liberation difficult to get. He would get rare enjoyments. One who knows this Purana, whether poor, weak, a boy, a young man, or an old man, deserves respect. He should be worshipped and honored always. By their qualities and birth, there are many preceptors. For the people in this world, one who knows the Purana is a supreme preceptor to all of them. The Brahmin who reads the Purana and is made to sit on the seat of Vyasa should not bow to anybody till the narration is completed. Those who hear the divine story of the Puranas without devotion do not get meritorious results, punya. They only attain misery and poverty. Those who hear the story of the goddesses without worshipping the Puranas with betel, flowers, etc., become definitely poor. Pan. And they make the pan leave for the ingredients mixing it, right? Those who go elsewhere, leaving the story which is being narrated, get destroyed. Their wives and wealth get destroyed in the midst of enjoyment. Those who climb upon high seats and hear the story with pride undergo torments of hell and then becomes crow. Those who sit on a rich seat or virasana and hear the divine story become Arjuna's tree. So you're not supposed to sit higher than the person who's doing the reading. Right? is a kind of very big, long-lasting tree. When the story is being read, those who put across questions and enter into futile discussions with the narrator become donkeys and then born as chameleons. So you see, you put on the wrong question. You just come to question for questioning's sake and argument. Those who censure those who know the story which removes all sins are born as bad dogs in 100 births. Those who hear the story sitting on seat equal to that of the narrator gets the sin of Guru Talpa and remains in hell. Violation of teacher's bed. That is Guru Talpa. So it's always... Those who hear the story without making prostration become poisonous trees. Those who hear the story lying down on earth becomes pythons. Always be seated, don't lie down. Those people who do not hear this Puranic story during their lifetime even sometimes become wild boars after suffering in fierce hells. Those who do not appreciate the story and create obstacles suffer hells for a crow of years and then become village pigs. So I tell you how much years you have to stay in. Right? Those who give seats, vessels, material money, fruits, garments and woolen to the person proficient in Puranas go to the abode of Vishnu. Those people who give a new silk cover to the Puranas and tie it with auspicious strings attain all happiness. Whatever result one gets by hearing all other Puranas, 100-fold of that result can be got from hearing Devi Bhagavata. As the Ganges is great among the rivers, Lord Shiva is great among the Devas, Ramayana is great among Kavyas, the sun is great among luminaries, the moon is the best among those which give happiness, fame is great among all kinds of wealth, the earth is great among those with endurance, the ocean is great in depth, Savitri is great among the mantras. Remembrance of Vishnu is great in destroying all sins, so also Devi. So also Devi Bhagavata is great among the 18 Puranas. If a person hears it 9 times by any means whatsoever, the result of that is difficult to be told. He is definitely a Jivan Mukta. One who is liberated even while alive. One who hears this 9 times. This state is reached by Brahmana Yagnins in the end. When there is fear from kings, great epidemics, famine, the destruction of the country by enemies, one should hear this for the alleviation of that evil. O Brahmins, one should hear the Devi Bhagavata for destroying devils, ghosts, for retrieving the country from enemies and for getting sons. One should read this glorious Bhagavata or hear even a half or quarter of a shloka of it, attain great worlds, heavens, etc. The great goddess herself brought to light this Bhagavata by this half of a shloka. That itself was made so big by disciples and disciples to those. There is no dharma greater than Gayatri. There is no penance greater than Gayatri. There is no deity equal to Gayatri. There is no mantra greater than Gayatri. Because it protects the utterer, it is called Gayatri. This goddess Gayatri is established in this Bhagavata with its secrets. So even the other great Puranas are not equal even by a 16th part of this Devi Bhagavata, which causes the pleasure of Devi. This Bhagavata is a blemishless Purana and a wealth for the Brahmin. In this Purana, pure Dharma is told by Lord Narayana, the son of Dharma, the secret of Gayatri and the Mandi Dvipa. of Devi are described. Gita has been narrated to Himavaran by the glorious Devi herself here. So there is nothing in this world equal to this Purana, O Brahmins. So this Devi Bhagavata should be read always. Whose might Brahma does not know, nor Hari, nor Shiva, nor Ananta, nor the Devas who are only a very small part. What is to speak of them? Obeisance to that mother goddess of the universe always. By getting the dust of whose lotus feet Brahma creates the universe, Vishnu protects it daily, Shiva destroys it, and they are not capable otherwise without the dust of Devi. Obeisance to be to that goddess, mother of the universe. They tell you even Shiva in the destructive form of Rudra can't do anything without blessing a Devi. I see how it is. A man meditating upon the mother goddess, dwelling in the heart of Lord Shiva, with a smiling face in the palace made of Chintamani, beautifully resplendent with several colors, in Mandi Dvipa, shining with several kalpatrarus, wish-yielding trees on the shore of the ocean of nectar, get all worldly enjoyment and finally liberation too. Let the great goddess ruler of Mandi Dvipa, who is worshipped by Brahma, Vishnu, Indra and the sages, be for the welfare of the world. Thus, the 5th chapter called Descriptions of Rules of Hearing, in the description of glory of Devi Bhagavata Manasa Kanda, of Skanda Purana, Devi Bhagavata Mahatmyam is completed. So this ends the 5th Adhyaya. So it is now almost 7:45. So the hour is up. At this time we'll have our tea and then close it. So next week, as I said, we'll start chapter 1 of the Devi Bhagavatam. So this only was the greatness of and the preparation to hear the Devi Bhagavatam.